Power runs everything. Who gets the raise, who gets crushed, who gets left behind. But what if power had nothing to do with money or status or luck? Psychologists found 6 hidden laws, and these laws they control what happens in politics, boardrooms, even in relationships. Master them, you control outcomes. Ignore them, you will always be the puppet, never the people. The law of perception. Power ain't about who you really are. It's about how people see you. Your image is your influence. Back in 71, a Stanford professor ran this wild prison experiment. And in just 6 days, it spiraled into chaos, abuse, and domination. Why? Because labels shapes perception, and perception shapes how people act. Wanna look confident? Then act like it before you feel it. People don't follow the most capable, they follow the ones who look certain. Later, I'll show you how to build that image, even if you are scared inside. Emotion versus logic. People don't decide with logic, they decide with feeling, then justify it later. That's how guys like Frank Abneger scammed banks at 16 years old, not with facts but with emotional triggers. Urgency, fear, authority. You control how someone feels, you control what they do. That's why politicians speak in vibes, not facts. Stick around, we'll break down how you can use this tool. The law of scarcity. We don't value what's good, we value what's rare. 1975, psychologists did a study. 2 jars, same cookies. One jar had 10, the other just 2. People said the jar with 2 tasted better, looked better, was worth more. Scarcity creates desire. Apple does this every year. Limited drops, sold out, FOMO. It ain't manipulation, it's psychology. Up next, the power move most people overlook when building influence. The law of silence. Wanna look powerful, say less. Study shows in negotiation the ones who pause before speaking rated as more intelligent, more dominant, more strategic. Powerful people don't rush. They let silence make others uncomfortable. Steve Jobs once sat quiet in a meeting for 3 minutes. Nobody dared speak. But silence is risky. Use it wrong and it backfires. I'll explain how. Control vulnerability. Power don't mean looking perfect. It means showing weakness on your own terms. Oprah didn't rise by hiding her pain. She talked about abuse, about weight, but always in her timing, with intention. That kind of honesty builds trust, relatability, and ironically authority. But the last law, it's the most dangerous and powerful. Identity manipulation. Who you believe you are decides how much power you'll ever have. Your inner story shapes your outer influence. 1999, Dr. Claude Steele runs a test. 2 groups of students. One group is reminded of their race before taking the test. Their scores drop. The other group not reminded, scores stay high. Why? Cause identity triggers performance, and performance creates power. You gotta build a new identity, not fake it, build it. One brick at a time, your words, your action, your space, your self-image. Now you see power's not given, it's built. This ain't manipulation, it's awareness. These laws, they are tools used by world-class leaders, marketers, negotiators, even the manipulators. You can use them ethically or ignore them and stay blind. So let me ask you, which law hit hardest? Drop it in the comments. Which law you use in this week? Wanna master more deep psych tricks? Watch the full playlist.